and the Ad Council.
All right. We're back. Hope you enjoyed
that one
especially the
commercial
dressing lesson.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, man.
Now I know how to tie my shoes.
Exactly.
Something about putting pants on your head.
So
Oh yeah,
that wasn't too bad, right, guys? So we're going to have a few, just 2 of them an hour. So it's no big deal. It's something we can easily adjust to, and it breaks up things a little bit. So it's cool.
Yourself.
It's fine. And like I said, you don't have to listen to them. You can go to the bathroom, do whatever you got to do.
You can
What's
just sit there
it's
and
your
go,
choice.
You can just sit there and go plug your ears and go blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah, blah, and you won't hear it.
Well, just like anything else, TV stations and terrestrial radio, commercials have to be played. That's just the way it is, and we don't think it's a big deal. It's no big deal. So, just something we want to bring to your attention. It's something newer that's going on this year. All right, so now we're getting ready for our first segment, brand new segment this year. Brilliantly named, by the way. Thought it was kind of cool the way it was brilliantly named.
Really?
This segment, yes. So, without further ado, let's get ready for our new segment.
Rockpedia. Rockpedia with the shake man. There. Okay,
There you
fine.
go.
I said
Do it
okay?
right.
Okay, fine.
My God.
Ready? You're going to do it real professional now. Ready? Rockpedia with the shake man.
All right. Now, I'm going to actually have him do it for real in a
okay.
minute, because what I'm just going to explain the segment really, really quickly. What it's going to be, Rockpedia is going to be a featured artist each week. I'm going to run through most of these bands. Like I said, this is your home source for all the music we grew up with. I grew up with all these bands. So what it basically is my evaluation of the band. They're a little, trip back into their history, going through their disc. I can never say that. What is that, G-Man?
Discography.
Discography.
That's a
See, I
hard.
can't
See,
say it
it's
now.
hard to say.
Because he got me wrong.
Discography.
Yes, there you go.
Say it like 2 words. Discography.
Discography.
There you go.
Nice.
Good.
Split it up.
Yay.
Say the one and then say the other. Oh, man. That's awesome. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to basically run through the short history of the band. I'm going to run through their album releases and give you my opinion on, because, and like I said, it's just my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. If you disagree with me, that's awesome. It doesn't matter.
I disagree with you.
Okay, cool. So it's just basically, a little quick run through of the band, and it's just something, an idea I've had for this year. So, let's now get it really professional now. Now we're going into the real segment now.
Okay, hold on a second.
All right,
Let
here we-
let me get this set up then. Give me a second here.
All right, go ahead.
Give me a
G-Man.
couple secs.
Now it's time for Rockpedia with the shake man.
Hello? Oh, there we go.
Give me a minute, God.
I know. We're still practicing.
I mean, I have to go from one thing to the other.
Yeah,
so
so there's going to be a few second delay there, right?
couple secs.
Okay, double sex. All right, so our Rockpedia artist tonight is Local Boys. It's Local Boys for you tonight. Band that came out of our area of the name of Brittany Fox.
I've heard of them. They're out of Philly.
We remember Brittany
I'm not
Fox,
a
right?
fan.
Huh?
I'm not really a fan.
That's cool. We didn't ask you that. But
I'm not really a fan of them, man.
all right, well, that's cool. It's all good. But anyway, Brittany Fox is an American glam band, of course, came out of Philadelphia area initially in the 1985 is when they came out.
Wow.
Yeah. The band was signed by Columbia Records in 1985, shortly after Cinderella. And there's a little thing about Cinderella and Brittany Fox that we will get into.
Cinderella.
Yeah. Anyway, they were formed in that time. Oh, hold on for a second, because you know what? Thank God this is a trial run.
See?
Were you not recording?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start this over.
Oh boy. So I have to go to. Hold on.
No, you don't have to do that. No.
No, that's okay.
All right, you want to start over?
Hold on. Let me
All right,
find the thing.
Let's do this
All right.
officially. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to start over.
Okay.
You can talk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Rockpedia with the Shake.
That's right. It's Rockpedia time, and our featured artist of the night is local boys Brittany Fox.
Yay.
They came out of the Philadelphia area. They were playing, of course, the Philadelphia music scene, the Empire Rock Club, also in Jersey, the Galaxy. A lot of rooms around at that time where the scene was really hot.
Yeah.
At that time. But Brittany Fox was formed in 1986 in Philadelphia. The band originally fronted by lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist Dizzy Dean Davison. The band also featured Billy Childs on bass, former Cinderella guitarist Michael Kelly Smith on lead guitar, and former Cinderella drummer with Tony Destra, which is wow, that's something that I learned recently. I didn't even know Tony Destra was in Brittany Fox, but very well in most of the career of Brittany Fox, as we all know, that Johnny D. Tarandero, which we shortened that to Johnny D. We all know Johnny D as being the drummer of Brittany Fox because he was in most of the career. But anyway, they were.
Isn't that guy who plays in Doro too?
Huh?
Doesn't he play for Doro too?
Yes, he also plays for Doro Pesh.
Thank you.
No problem. So anyway, a few ex-members of Cinderella, Tony Destra, drummers on drums, and Michael Kelly Smith on guitar, formed Brittany Fox. And I just told you the members there, so now you got it all down right there. And Brittany Fox's self-titled album was released in 1988 on Columbia Records.
You want me to hold that back here for you?
You know what?
You want me to hold that book back here? For
No,
you so
I
you
got
can
it.
Read it. Okay.
Wise ass. But anyway, the album,
Wise ass.
yeah, their self-titled album on Columbia Records, beginning with the opening song "Girl School," which later followed with a video on MTV, which followed two other videos, which was "A Long Way to Love" and the album's ballad "Save the Week."
Wait, did you say long or wrong?
Long. It's actually a good album from the beginning to finish. Really no filler songs on the album, which is good. Unfortunately, with the bluesy hard rock sound and scratchy, gravelly lead vocals, this was called, they were called Cinderella clones. Especially with both bands coming out around the same time and getting their start in the music scene around the same time, and even though Cinderella was out before the band, which would definitely give Brittany Fox the Cinderella clone title, coming out forming after Cinderella. And that's how we got the two ex-members of Cinderella, which was Michael Kelly Smith on guitar and Tony Destra joining the band, which ended in tragedy, unfortunately. Tony Destra, who was an amazing drummer I got to see in the music scene back at that time, died in a car accident in 1987, actually on the Roosevelt Boulevard.
Oh, wow.
Which the Empire Rock Club used to stand. And that's where, not too far away from the Empire Rock Club, where he left the show one night, is when he died in a car crash on the boulevard, which was a very sad time for everybody at that time. But anyway, it was hard for the band to get out of Cinderella's shadows. As you know, sounding a lot like them, that bluesy kind of rock and the same kind of vocals that followed in Tom Kiefer's thing there. But anyway, so after getting through their first year and through their first album, being signed also by Columbia Records, they released their sophomore album, Boys in Heat, on December 17th, 1989. The album brought slight change to the band as lead vocalist Dizzy Dean Davison showed that he could sing in a mellow tone voice and not always in the scratchy, gravelly voice that we were used to hearing. Though I felt it was a good move for the band, other members of the band begged to differ, causing tension into band enough to see Dizzy Dean leave shortly after the making of Boys in Heat. So I guess they had a really big disagreement when it came to this going on.
So, like, he actually tried to sing like a decent singer, and they had an attitude?
Yeah, they wanted to stay with the gravelly, kind of voice. And when he sang mellowly, they didn't like the songs that he brought to the second album. So it kind of caused a lot of tension in the band. I personally like the first album, as I just gave you a good review on that album. But the second album, I enjoyed a little bit more because it showed that Dizzy Dean could be a different kind of singer than Tom Kiefer.
Yeah.
Okay, it showed that he can sing mellow and also good harmonizing vocals. But the band didn't agree, and that caused tensions in the band, which caused the departure of Dizzy Dean shortly after the album release, which is really bad for the beginning of a band's,
Especially since it's only the
Yeah.
second album.
Yeah. So my review on Boys in Heat was it was a good album with powerful hitting rock and vocals with songs like Standing in the Shadows, Living in a Dream, Long Way from Home, Angel in My Heart, and a real good version of Nazareth's Hair of the Dog. Also brought a few ballad-like tunes that were cool tunes that were put on the album as Dream On and Plenty of Love. It showed Dizzy Dean's harmonizing vocal side, like I said earlier, in that. With the 2 to 3 fillers that are on the album, the 13-track album showed us a different side of Britney Fox. Shortly after the departure of Dizzy Dean, the band reformed. Shortly after Dizzy Dean left the band, he formed a band called Black Eyed Susan, which didn't even last long enough for me to even talk about. So,
Wow.
the band had a short little stint. So they were gone. So the band Britney Fox moved on and brought in Tommy Paris on vocals and rhythm guitar. Not so much a Dizzy Dean clone, but even though he could hit a lot of the notes that Dizzy Dean could hit, he brought a different style to the band that, in my opinion, changed the band in a negative way. The flash and pizzazz and chemistry of Britney Fox lacked with this new guy behind the microphone and guitar. It showed in live performances when I saw Britney Fox with Tommy Paris. The release of their third album, Bite Down Hard. Shut up, Jen. The album comes right at you with an in-your-face rockin' tune, 6 Guns Loaded.
Okay, so I can't say anything with all that?
No. Then the pace of the album seems to slow down besides a few catchy choruses with songs as Louder and Over and Out. The album kind of lacks my interest, to be honest with you. Sometimes change in a band is good, but in the Britney Fox camp, it didn't turn out very well for them. The band broke up a year, to go to show you, the band broke up a year later after bringing Tommy Paris in, and also at the release of Bite Down Hard, the band kind of disappeared. Not surprisingly, in my opinion. The band reformed a few times. They first reformed from 2000 to 2008, releasing one album in that time, which was in 2003. The title of that album was Springhead Motor Shark.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even worth my time to review, to be honest. So it goes to show you what I felt of that release.
You didn't enjoy that release?
No, I did not. Then another chance.
How's that possible?
Then the band had another chance to reunite in 2015, where they brought back Tommy Paris, and the band we all got to see opened up for Heaven's Edge a few years ago in 2015. That reunion died as soon as it was put together. So, and sadly, and of all the times that the band reunited, never reunited with Michael Kelly Smith, the original guitar of the band, or Dizzy Dean Davidson. They tried once in 2010, but sadly it never got off the ground. Talks of it, rumors were going around that Dizzy Dean would return to the band, but it never happened. Michael Kelly Smith asked a few times to reunite with the band, declined each time he was asked. So the band continued. The band continues to be on hiatus. Johnny D is kind of busy these days, as even through the whole hiatus, and even with some of the reunion times with Brittany Fox, was touring with Duro Pesh through all these years, and still continues when Duro is out there. The other guys in the band are basically doing nothing. As I have not heard
Working Mickey D's.
that. Yeah, I haven't heard anything of the band doing anything. So there you go. That's pretty much covering the very short, brief history of a local band called Brittany Fox.
Short briefs.
Short briefs.
Yeah, they kind of cut up the butt cheeks. a little bit.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're kind of cute sometimes.
Kind of cute. Kind of cute sometimes.
It depends on how long you have to wear them.
Ah.
Oh my.
Oh my. I see what you're saying there. So that'll end up our Rockpedia segment, which would take us, and to end up our Rockpedia segment, I think we should go to something from Brittany Fox. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
I think that would be an excellent idea.
I think we should play something off the first Brittany Fox album, shall we?
We shall.
You think something off the first Brittany Fox album? I think that would be appropriate at this juncture.
Whoa.
Since that's who we just, that's some
Big
big time
word,
words, ain't it, man?
man.
Really?
That's a big word. Yeah.
When I hear that, I think of conjunction junction.
What's that function?
That's right.
Yeah. It's pretty good. So let's do something off the debut album. This is one of the hit singles off the album. So here's a little Brittany Fox for you right here on WNYX
Radio.